How's it going, everybody? It's Brian over here at Ken Wilson Ford, and it's Saturday, July 18th, and it looks like it's going to be a really nice day today. So I figured I'd just kind of walk around for a couple minutes and show you some of my favorite stuff that's here on the lot, stuff that might be worth coming out here and checking out if you're doing some car buying. So yeah, let's just get started. So first up is this 2018 Honda Pilot. This one has right about 18,000 miles on it, and this one does have leather seats. I do believe they're heated as well. But this, of course, is going to be a good option for some people looking for a third row seat. But this one's in really great shape. I think we've got it priced right around $34,000. In the same vein as the 7-seater SUVs, we actually have a 2011 Ford Explorer. Now this one has a lot of the looks of being Explorer Sport, but it is not. It is an XLT, but it is a fully loaded XLT. It's got leather seats. I think this one has the bench in the back and not the... Yes, this is a bench. We do have another one that's got the center console. This one does have the dual moonroof on it. This does have a little bit more miles. It's kind of just over the 100,000 mile mark if I'm not mistaken. But this one's actually a really good bargain because it's actually a four-wheel drive truck and it drives perfectly. I've driven it quite a bit and actually drives just like a lot of these other ones. It doesn't feel like it's got any kind of wear and tear going on it at all. And this one could be brought home for right around the $17,000 mark. So that's a lot of SUV for that. And again, in my opinion, I'm a big fan of these Explorers with how much room they have in the back. I think they actually have a really good setup for a third row SUV of this size. Now we have two more Explorers that I want to showcase as well. This one here is a 2017. This one actually is an Explorer Sport. This one has 81,000 miles and is priced right around $30,000. And this one, as you can see, possibly it's got tinted windows, but this one does have the center console in the second row. So that's a little bit unique. You don't see those a ton on these. And this one isn't actually, this is a pre-owned limited 2020. And this one only has, I think, 4,700 miles on it. So you're basically taking all the depreciation, or somebody else took the depreciation for you, and you can take this home. And this thing is nice. It's got the 2.3 EcoBoost, so it's actually really good on fuel. It doesn't have the big screen in it, but it still has a nice big sync screen on there with the navigation, everything on there. Leather seats. This one's a really nice one as well, and still really good for fitting 7 people in it. Here's another one that's got a lot of interest here. This is a 2017 Suburban. I think it's an LTZ. This one has about 90,000 miles on it, but it looks freaking sharp. It looks like it was, I mean, it's a long wheelbase Suburban. Looks like they call it the Premier. I'm sorry, not the LTZ, the Premier. But this thing is super nice, and especially for being black, you can just see how good that black paint looks on here. This one's got tons of room if you're looking for a full-size 7-row. I don't think this one has the DVDs, like the DVD players. That might be the only thing that this one's missing. This one's extremely nice inside and out. And the last SUV that I'm going to show you before we look at some of our cars and smaller stuff is this gorgeous Toyota 4Runner, and this is actually the Trd Pro. This is a 2018 with 32,000 miles on it. We've got it priced for right around $43,000. This thing is nice. It's got the leather seats. For anybody who's looking for a really serious off-road truck, this is definitely the one. The Trd Pro does not just have some stickers and some black badging that makes it different. These actually have beefier suspension. You know, they've got the better wheels and tires. They've got the premium TRD wheels. They get the premium interior with the leather and everything, and the TRD stuff on the headrests. This is a really nice truck, and this one's actually been female owned for a while, so it is in clean shape, and I don't even think it's really been off-roaded before. So we've got some fuel efficient cars over here as well, and I know we're in Kent, North Carolina. It's not the most popular place to think about a hybrid vehicle, but we've got two C-Maxes. This one right here is actually a really good bargain. It's got just over 100,000 miles on it. It was actually owned by one of our employees' family members here, so I can actually tell you this one's been really well maintained. This one is a bargain at right around, I believe, $9,000, something like that, and that's a ton of car for that. And these two get about 44 miles to the gallon. We've also got the Fiesta here, and this one's actually really low miles, surprisingly. It's to 18 with just shy of 10,000 miles on it. So if you don't want a hybrid but you still want to get great fuel, this is a good option. And then my favorite out of these four over here is this Hyundai Ioniq, and this is actually 2017 with 38,000 miles. It does have a sunroof, it does have leather seats, and it's really well maintained. It's a good looking, sharp car, and this thing supposedly gets like 55 miles to the gallon everywhere. That's on the city, that's on the highway. Ooh, look at this. Something got stuck in the trunk there. It's a little gross, eh? But this thing is actually pretty sweet. I'm pretty sure when Hyundai made this, it was meant to be kind of a Toyota Prius competitor. But if you look at this thing, in my opinion, it looks 1,000 times better than a Toyota Prius. I think it actually has kind of a little bit of a sporty or kind of a modern look to it. So in my opinion, this car is a go. All right, so these three over here are totally different from each other, but I just like them and I wanted to put them in here. So this one is a 2014. This is a Honda Civic Coupe. It is an automatic. It's got 93,000 miles on it. And this one's actually another bargain, right around the $13,000 mark. I think this one does have cloth, if I'm not mistaken. Unlike a lot of these that do have leather. But if you're looking for leather, we still have this crazy, all the way maxed out Cadillac Ctx, Ct6 rather. And this thing is almost brand new. It's got 1,600 miles on it. This thing is insane. It's got the stop and go autopilot. I forget what they call it. I think it's Super Cruise or something like that is what Cadillac or GM calls it. You can see it's got kind of a longer wheelbase. This thing is insane. It's got, if you can kind of see in here, you can see we've got window shades. Down there we've got Bluetooth headphones, and there's a remote controller because there's actually screens that pop up from behind the headrests on both sides there. They're actually set inside the seats. This thing is sweet. And then we actually still have the BRZ Series Yellow. And so if you're looking for something that's stick shift and fun and actually has a little bit of kind of specialness to it, because we only made 500 of these, and these actually have all of the performance components that you could order from Subaru. So it's got the special suspension, special wheels and tires, special brakes, special aero, and then all the crazy yellow and black stuff that you can't get elsewhere. So this one's another favorite. Now we do have some trucks, not as many as we normally do. You've already seen me talk about the Tonka truck on here, so I won't spend too much time there. Still something pretty unique and kind of cool to check out. But if we were to look over here, I really like this truck right here. This truck right here is extremely low miles. It's a really good year. It's a 2018 with like 13,000 miles on it. It's an XLT, but you can see it's a really nicely optioned XLT. It's got the FX4 package. It has the Sport Appearance package where you've got the paint match grille up front, which I think looks great. I need to probably learn the actual name for this paint color, because I just keep calling it Battleship Gray, and that's not what it is. But this is an XLT truck that actually has had the leather seats added. You can see over there on the right, it's got the larger touch screen, and these things are sweet. Somebody who's taking care of this has got vent visors on it. I love this truck. I love the sport wheels. I love everything about this one. And I think this one's priced right around $42,000. And believe it or not, if you were to price that against the same options on this truck with a 19 or a 20, this would be probably closer to like a $50,000 truck, and a lot of times beyond that up to around like a 52 to 53, just depending on how it's optioned. So I think this is a really good truck, probably my favorite on the line here. All right, so that's gonna do it for this morning. As you can see, we've got a ton of stuff. I obviously don't have enough time to show you absolutely everything out here, but the best thing to do is if you wanna come and check out actually what we've got, or if you like some of the stuff that I posted here, definitely just shoot me a message and we can kind of set up a time today to get you in a test drive, or honestly just come on over. It's about 20 minutes from Asheville to come over here, and honestly, you're not gonna have a better dealership to deal with here. We don't add on any kind of fees. There's no documentation fees. We're not going to sell you anything on top of what you want to do with the truck or the car that you pick out. And we're definitely going to give you a whole lot more for your trades than a lot of other places. The guys that I work with here are just extremely honest, and I love that about being here. So I appreciate everybody for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you, and have a great day. Peace.